Welcome back, Gamer with King family, to another F1 Clash 2024 video, and we're here on how to win Series 8, or the best winning strategies for Series 8 here for you. Alright, so we're going to be jumping into Series 8 and see if we can get at least 3 of the 4 tracks. Series 8 is one of those long series. It requires a lot of flags, so it takes some time for you to grind through there. We're just one win away from unlocking Series 9, so we're going to be unlocking Series 9 as we do the how to win for you guys. Alright, so let's jump into our first race and then we'll look at the debriefing later on in the video. Let's go. Here we go for our first race. We are on the dreaded Monaco. Now Monaco has been the major pain for this series, as you can get cheated at Monaco fairly easy. Alright, now we see the rival using Zoe and we're using Zoe here at Monaco, but you can get cheated at Monaco fairly easy. Alright, and we're going to be using boost stats, defense or cornering. So to go defending and cornering boost at the same time, we want to go with the Jin, or we could go, let's go with the Gladiator, so we get some good race start in there. Alright, we see the rival starting off on softs. We're on the medium tires. We're going to go for a one-stop strategy here at Monaco. If you try for a two-stop strategy, it gives the rival a better opportunity for the game to cheat you out of the win here at Monaco. So it's best to do the one-stop strategy here at Monaco on the medium tires 4-4. Alright, now if you're not going to be doing the 4-4 strategy, you're going to be doing a 3-3-2 or a 2-3-3. It's highly likely that the AI is going to be doing 3-5 or 5-3, and it's surprising me that the rival Zoe can get away with a 5 laps on the hard tires here at Monaco, while your driver Zoe can't get away with 5 laps here at Monaco. So I find that very strange, especially when the race is close. They'll do what they got to do to keep you behind and get the win. So Monaco is one of the tricky ones, so the best solution I found for Monaco is to go for the medium tires and do the 4-4 strategy. Alright, so there we go, crossing the pit entry with 51%. So we're good to go on tires, and we'll just allow our driver to drive, allow our Zoe to do his thing. The rival is behind, Zoe is on softs, so we know his Zoe is going to be going to lap now, going to pit now, and we'll see if he goes for the hard tires. If he goes for the hard tires, he's not going to go back to pit. So Monaco, one of those tricky ones here in Series 8 that you probably will lose a lot of race on if you don't have this strategy, right? Let's see what the rival, so he went for the medium tires there, the rival Zoe, so he'll have to make another pit stop, as he's already noticed that he can't beat us on the 4-4, so that's why he didn't went to the hard tires. If we were also on the softs with the rival, he probably would have gone for the hards, and then the game would have just allowed him to cheat and do 5 laps on those hards. And look at that, his safety car is in play, so we're gonna go to pit now. Let's go for the hards with our sergeant. So safety car, no safety car. The 4-4 strategy is really hard to lose, unless your rival is also using the 4-4 strategy and they out-qualified you by a lot. Then you didn't get to catch up at the race start. You didn't manage to catch them up at the race start. Then you could just forfeit that race and move to the next one, because you're not gonna win that one. All right. So always remember, guys, F1 Clash is a win some lose some kind of game. So once you see things lined up that you're about to lose, you could just move on to the next race. You don't have to waste your time sticking around to see the end. Alright, so we're gonna restart. So we got one secured lap of basically no tire management usage. So we're gonna continue around. And we should be pretty good for the victory here at Monaco, right? And we should be unlocking Series 9 at the same time after this race. So we're just going to allow our drivers to do their thing. We're not going to try to burn our tires. Those tires can take a push. You see the front runners on the hards. Especially if the AIs went for the hard tires and then the safety car came in like that, saving them a lap. They can definitely go to finish on some hard tires from lap 3. And trust me, they will do so. Once the opportunity presents itself for them to do so, they are going to do so, leaving you to be caught out. So that leads to the best strategy for Monaco is the 4-4 on the medium tires. If you're using 2 good drivers and you're racing, you're not using strategy to get good matches, and you're just racing, then the 4-4 works out best for Monaco. Just try not to stop. Alright? For those of us who are using one main driver and a second follow driver, then the 4-4 is the best strategy for your main driver at Monaco, and you can do whatever strategy with your follow driver, as his job is just to complete the race in whatever position he is finishing in. Right? Alright, so Monaco track stats is defending and cornering. We see not too major impact on track stats for Monaco. It's still pretty difficult. Still a pretty difficult track, Monaco. But yeah, let's jump into the next race and then we'll look into the debriefing on that one. Here we go for our next race. We finally found a different track other than Monaco. We had to forfeit about 3 races, losing up to almost 2 million coins just to get the tracks. Alright, so here at Austria we've qualified pretty far out. Now Austria is one of those tracks where speed and defending is going to be the key. So I mainly just go for high speed boost. Like the Taurus here is what I like to go for. I really don't go for the high defending boost at Austria because it's mainly about the speed. You'll find that some of these races you'll get fair match on team score with your rival, but your rival will out-qualify you, like you see Zoe out-qualifying the rival here. And once again, if you do get a match like that and you attached your boost, and at the starting of the race you've boost there and your drivers don't make up any places, they get stuck, that's an automatically lost race for you. So you could just forfeit that race and move on to the next one, as it makes no sense because you're not going to be winning that one at all. Alright, anyway you take it, you're not going to be winning. Even if a safety car comes in, it has to be very, very luckily timed to come into your favor that you get to win. But most of the time you're not going to be winning that race, so you just jump on to the next one. Alright, so here at Hungary I like to go for the 4-3 strategy on soft tires when it's wet, when it's dry. So I go for the softs for 3 laps, 4 for the medium tires for 4 laps, and come back to the soft tires for 3 laps. Right, and the boost with speed normally works pretty well here. A high amount of speed normally gets the drivers to do their thing, even if we do get out qualified at the starting of the race. Most of the time my driver is able to catch up or be close to the rival that out qualified us here at Austria. Alright, so we're gonna go to pit with our sergeant. So our second driver, he's just here for the matchmaking purposes, as the lead driver is a driver that is responsible for winning the race. Right, so we dive on in with Orzo, boost him through, get a nice clean fast pit stop, and he's back out in P1. Beautiful drive from Orzo. So as you can see, for a rival, this race is over. We've already won, so if it was a case where this was a real player, it would have been making a lot of sense for him to just forfeit and move on to the next race instead of finishing out this race. Alright. Alright. Now, I would like to address something in this video. So some of you guys using this strategy to push through your series, sometimes you've noticed that you've been outmatched in qualifying. You get, for example, we have 550 something or 80 something team score here, and you'll be getting a match with somebody with 800 or 900 team score. Now, if you see that happening in any series you're doing it in, if you're in series 1 coming all the way up and you're using these strategies, and you start to see that you're being matched with players that are way higher in team score, what that means is that you need to do some upgrades on your car parts. Right, so you just need to put a few upgrades, upgrade 1 or 2 or 3 parts that you have not upgraded and you have available to upgrade. Just upgrade them like once, and then you just wait, and then you go ahead and take a look and see how the matches are turning out. If you go again, you match again, and it's the same kind of match where the rival is a way higher team score than you, all you got to do is just upgrade a few more parts again, and that should balance out the match. Alright, so it's all about balancing out the matchmaking system. So as long as you balance out the matchmaking system, no worries, you'll be matching fine and making up the places that you want to make up. Alright, the rival's on. I could bet this P1 rival is not on wet tires. I knew it. It's on softs. We pass, and we're just going to create some distance as it's not yet 26 below 26%, so the track is still wet in the eyes of the game, and as you can see, we're taking full advantage of that to create a little bit of a distance for ourselves. And even our second driver is catching up back to P23 as we go to finish. Alright, so there we go for the strategy for Austria here. The speed boost works out pretty good for this track 100% of the time. This is one of the tracks that I like to race a lot on. You're highly unlikely to get cheated here at Austria. Highly unlikely you're gonna get cheated. But tracks like Monaco, tracks like Hungary, it's highly likely you could get cheated at those tracks. Alright, hopefully we get Hungary for our next race, so we can talk about how you could get cheated at Hungary. Track is now completely dry as we move to the finish line. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's take a look now at the debriefing to see the setup that we're running and talk a little bit more on that. Alright, nice. So we got a Series 8 Platinum crate there. We would have gotten that in Series 9 if I started the race up there. Alright, so there goes our Zoe, finishing up the race pretty nice there. Alright, so we're using level 2 Zoe with a level 1 Logan Sergeant. The rival had level 3 Zoe with a level 1 Sergeant. Now, if you've unlocked Valtteri Bottas at any time throughout your Series 8 races, at level 1 he is better than a level 2 Zoe. So you want to be switching in Bottas if you've unlocked him from Zoe. Alright, we could switch him in for the next race. Yes, we're going to do that. Now, as for our car, this is a car that we're currently having. There are our levels. That's how we're leveled up, and that's how we have good speed, good qualifying, third best cornering, and power unit being our lowest stat, as it's really not doing that much, so we don't need to beef it up that much, right? And once again, if you find that you're getting outmatched by rivals with like 800 or 900 team score, just upgrade a few of your car parts and you should be good from there. So we're going to switch in Bottas and jump into our final race of the video. Here we go for our final race of the video. I've been searching for a very long time. I've lost a lot of points and a lot of flags just to find another track on Series 8 here, and you see Valtteri Bottas qualifying way ahead of the rival here at Hungary. Alright, now Hungary is one of those tracks. It's pretty tricky. If you're using your Zoe, your Zoe won't be able to do 4 laps on the medium tires, but Valtteri Bottas can do 4 laps on the medium tires. So this is why I say if you unlock Valtteri Bottas for Hungary, you could definitely throw him in there to get a much better race. Alright, so let's go with our Bottas for 4-4 here at Hungary. If you're going to be doing the 2-stop here at Hungary, you can be cheated by the game in terms of your tire management strategy. You'd see the AIs or the rival making some stops that they'll take pretty long on their tires and steal the win from you at Hungary. Right, so you could get cheated at Hungary if you're using Zoe for the 2-stop strategy here. It does work. The 2-stop strategy can work with Zoe, but if the rival is a Valtteri Bottas, it's highly likely you're gonna lose that race, because he's gonna be doing a 1-stop most of the time, while your Zoe will be doing a 2-stop. You'll have to have this massive lead on him, and if he's close to you, then you won't have that lead and he'll win. Alright, so strategy for Valtteri Bottas, 4-4 on the medium, same strategy we used at Monaco. This is why once you've unlocked Valtteri Bottas at level 1, you want to be switching him in at level 1 to switch out your Zoe. Alright, so for Zoe, the strategy is going to be 3-3-2. Softs to me, softs all the way, as you can get 3 laps on the softs here at Hungary with Zoe. So if Zoe is your second driver, Zoe is your main driver and not Valtteri Bottas, then you want to go for 3 softs, 2 softs. But you want to be making sure that you use a boost that gives you some form of race start with cornering or defending, so you can get the most out of the starting of the race and create as much distance as possible for your Zoe. And if your rival is using a Valtteri Bottas, then it's gonna be pretty tough to beat that Bottas, as he's gonna be doing a 1-stop and you're gonna be doing the 2-stop strategy. The only way you could beat him is by creating good distance. See if we can switch to wet, as it's gonna rain. Alright, you see how much left Bottas can get 4 on the wets as well, so he'll be going to finish on these wet tires. We'll just allow him to drive, while our sergeant will have to be making another stop as his is 2 to 3 on the wets. Alright, so the moment you unlock your Valtteri Bottas, you want to switch him in. You'll still get the same good team score matches. He's not going to affect your team score that much that you're going to be seeing some outrageous rivals. You're still going to get some good matches in there. Alright. So we just allow our Bottas to cruise through here. I think some of these are on the mediums. Slow in, block in Bottas. Across the line with 50%, so we're good to go for 4. We'll just allow him to continue driving. He'll pass Lewis Hamilton whenever he can. Hamilton on the mediums. All of the guys in front of Bottas is on regular tires and he's struggling to pass. You'll have to boost to get past them. If we just boost him, he'll pass them, but we want to see if he can pass naturally. Alright, so he's not passing them naturally, and then here comes Alonso on wets. So we're going to just boost now our Bottas from there. See if we could retake Alonso up the inside. Oh, good defense from Alonso. And Hamilton on the hard, still holding us up. Now we get to squeeze Pi. Oh, we're going to bring in, or we missed it. Our sergeant needed to bring him in for wets. We missed it. Now we see Bottas squeezing past some of these guys on regular tires. He's out of boost. Here comes Alonso. So Hutch need to do something about that. It can't be that cars on regular tires are holding up cars on the right tires. That's pretty unfair. Anyways, there we go. Win secured here at Hungary. And we're out of Series 8, moving up to Series 9. Now, I really don't have a lot of time throughout the days to grind, so I only play when I do have the time. So these series are going to be slow going up to Series 12. From here I have the time to grind them out, and I'm not going to be using any flag surge as I want to race them naturally so I can get each and every crate leading up to that position. Alright, so now the good thing about Valtteri Bottas versus a driver like Zoe is that he has a good tire management stat. So that with that tire management stat, the strategies become a lot easier for you to get the wins in Series 8. And I figure he's going to be the same driver I'm going up into Series 9 with, so I figure it's going to be the same up in Series 9 as we continue to develop our car to make our way up into Series 9. Alright, so that's basically going to be it for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing. Hopefully this one helps you out. And I'll see you. Peace.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love us.